Okay, so hello everyone. Hello future engineers. For this discussion video, we have to consider the discussion on mathematical systems. Okay, this discussion video is basically discussing about two equally important topics in mathematics. This will be chunked into a lot of videos kay para mapaigo ta ang different topics discussing some topics on mathematical systems. So these topics are important, especially if we will have to consider mathematics in the modern world. Since we are considering the modern application of mathematics or the application of mathematics in the modern age, this mathematical system and its fundamental concept on the group theory uh, is of great help para mas maintindihan natin kung ano ang kakatabo and kung paano ginagamit ang mathematics in its modern nga application. Okay, the topics nga i-discuss naton are very essential, most especially in dealing with encryption and decryption of certain text in relation to or the identification, privacy and security purposes, and to determine the validity and different codes or different nga codes nga pwede ma-encounter naton. So whether it be ano ka man nga type of engineering, this will be of essence para sa imo. So nga because ini nga topic is ginagamit for identification numbers, mga universal product code na mga credit cards, ng mga numbers, um, even bisan mga simple lang ang mga design for a wallpaper, table cover, wall decor, and other household decorations could also be done using mathematical systems. More specifically, in dealing with your modular arithmetics and operations on group later on. Okay, so it is expected that after this discussion or this overall nga discussion on mathematical system, so you should be able to number one compose or compare the modular arithmetic into group theory, and also you will be able to illustrate accurately the modular arithmetic and its operation as well as the operation sa group theory later on. And we will have to make use of your modular arithmetic and group theory. I-apply ta na siya into real nga situation later on. So, let us try kung kaya ta siya ihabol for this pre-finals na overall nga discussion. So, for this unang discussion video, we will have modular arithmetic. So, again, aton nga discussion is modular arithmetic. Okay, so at the end of this lesson or at the end of this discussion video, you should be able to specifically define kung ano ang modular arithmetic, compare a clock arithmetic into modular arithmetic, explain a comprehensively modular arithmetic, tell whether or name different properties of modular arithmetic, tell whether the congruence is a congruence or not, solve and perform operations on clock and in modular arithmetic, construct a clock and modulo and addition table. So these are our specific objectives na kinanglan natin ma-achieve all throughout this discussion video. Okay, so let us start. So special type of arithmetic, which involves only integer, is what we call modular arithmetic. So usually, the topic is being discussed sa specific na subject on number theory. So, um, wherein ginasadihan dara is the concept of integers and its properties. And it is very essential for students like you who are taking up science and technologies nga related nga mga courses. As this program we need to learn the concept of modular arithmetic since one of the application of this topic is on how to code and decode or encrypt and decrypt a secret message for privacy. Okay, so take note halos mangguro diri sa aton gusto nga private ang message nga ginasend naton, hindi mabasa sang iban. So we have to consider sang coding kay para hindi hindi makita sang iban. So we have encryption and decryption of the message nga ginasend naton. So basically, the modular arithmetic emphasize the concept of remainder theorem when solving for problems. So amo lang man gid na ang aton nga gina-consider diri, remainder theorem lang. So before we define some modular arithmetic and study some of its application, so let us use a 12-hour nga clock as an illustration to get an idea what a modular arithmetic is. So pinakahapos nga comparison kung paano naton mas maintindihan ang modular arithmetic is to study sang concept of the clock. Kay kalabanan sa aton nga mga clocks nga ginagamit is of 12-hour nga design. So this design designated whether the time is before noon or afternoon. So with the use of the abbreviation nga AM na siya or PM. So ang abbreviation nga AM and PM naghalin na siya. So syempre sa Latin word nga antemeridium means or ang buot silingon that is before midday, and you have your post meridium which means after midday. So subong, let us take a look sa aton nga 12-hour nga clock. Okay, as what we have observed, after we reach a 12 o'clock, we begin with, or we begin again with 1. So, sakto na siya. So, amugin na siya ang gakatabo sa aton nga clock. So, to understand better the modular arithmetic, let us have a simple illustration with the use of a 12-hour nga clock. So, we will use the numbers 0 to 11 instead of the numbers na 1 to 12. So, okay, so we'll have this one. Okay, para lang mas maintindihan. So, we will have, this is 0, this is 3, this is 6, and this is 9. Okay, this is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. Okay, this time, wala ko nagamit or wala ta nagamit sang 12. Yung gamit natin is 0 para masapos sa aton. So, we will have this. So, okay, so for this one, gingamit natin is 0 to 11 instead of the numbers 1 to 12 to deal with the modular arithmetic na. Compare ta siya or gamiton siya natin to understand sang modular arithmetic. Kabalo ko yung naintindihan ta na ang concept of clock ka. So the reason is that 0 to 11 are the remainders modulo or the remainders of your modulo 12. So later on, i-understand lang na amat-amat kung ano lang ginamention ko. In general, so when we work modulo n, we replace all the numbers by their remainders modulo n. So, okay, so kung answer ka later on, you will have your remainder. And then we have modulo n. Okay, so amo ni ang importante dere. You have your remainder, may word ka nga modulo, and you have n here. So amo na ang answer dara. But matamaton ta ng cluster kung paano na siya. So we have, so if we want to determine a time in the future or in the past, it is necessary to consider whether we have passed 12 o'clock or to determine time 8 hours, for example, after 3 o'clock, kinanglan naton magdugang. So, for example, kinanglan ta pangitaon ng inang value 8 hours after 3 o'clock. So, that means kinanglan naton mag-add 8. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, that is 11 o'clock. So, wala na problema. That is just plain addition. So, however, if we will have to determine the time 8 hours after 9 o'clock, we must take into consideration that once we have passed sang 12 o'clock or 12 daring a value. So, kinanglan na naton magbalik again into 1 nga value. So, hindi ito pwede kabutang 13. So, if 0 to 12 lang, or 1 to 12 lang aton nga, i-consider. So, that means, if ma-add kita, so 8 hours after 9, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, this is your answer. 5 o'clock is your answer. So, amo lang man na ang concept of addition. So, kabalo na tanay niya kung paano na siya naton gina-consider. Now, let us use this notation for a 12 o'clock na clock para i-perform ang plus or minus nga operators. So, that will be, for example, okay, ang ginapamangkot sa aton, for example, is 8 plus 3. So, kung 8 plus 3 ang ginapamangkot, that is, 8 plus 3, automatic lang muna 11 na dayon. 11. How about your 8 minus 5? 8 minus 5 is, syempre, 3. So, we have 3. Next, how about kung ang value nga given or nga i-perform mong operation is 8 plus 16. 8 plus 16, that is equal to 24 dapat. Okay, dapat imo answer is 24. Since we are considering sang amula ni nga values, wala ta di 24 nga value. And that 24 value is equal to this one. So, kung mag-isip ka, 16 after sang 8, diri ka matupa. Okay, 24 is diri sa part sang 12. So, 12, diri na di matupa ang imo nga answer. Therefore, your answer is equal to 0. Okay? So, another one. So, amat-amat yun later on, kamo mismo makakonclude na kung ano ang ginamit natin sang modulo nga representation. Another one is 8 plus 9. 8 plus 9. So, 8 plus 9, that is dapat imo answer is 17. So, since we will have 17, that is, wala ta 17 sa sininga mga numbers. That means, after sang 12, so, may naglapaw ka pa nga 5. So, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ari di matupang imo nga 17. Therefore, your answer is equal to 5. Next one. So, we have, what if we perform subtraction, subong? We have 8 minus 10. 8 minus 10 is equal to, anong answer? 8 minus 10 is equal to negative 2 dapat. So, negative 2. So, negative 2 dapat imo answer. But take note, wala kita diri sang negative 2. That means, halin diri sa value sang 0, we have to move 2 places backward. So, ma-move the 2 places backward. That means, imo nga answer is 10. So, that is equal to 10. Okay, so amo lang naton nga kinanglan i-consider. Next one is we have 8 minus 12. 8 minus 12 is equal to negative 4 dapat. Okay, but we have, since this is negative 4, this is equal to, inihalin sa 0, ma-move ka 4 backward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, your answer is equal to 8. Okay, your answer is equal to 8. Okay, so take note, ano ang natabo dire? So we have to consider, if a number nga answer nimo dapat is lapaw sa value sang 12, then kwaon mo lang ang sobrang value. So this one, 8 plus 9, 17 dapat ang answer. Okay, so let's start that. This one, 17 di dapat imo answer. 17, pero lapaw na siya sa 12. Since lapaw na siya sa 12, kaunta lang di ang sobra. Ang sobra dari, 17 minus 12 is equal to 5. Next, we have this one, dapat imo answer dari is 24. 24, so is this divisible directly by 12? Kung yes, automatic this is 0 imo answer. Next, we have 8 minus 10. Dapat imo answer there is negative 2. So, since negative 2 siya, buhin ka by 2 nga value halin sa 12. 12 minus 2, that is 10. 8 minus 12, that is negative 4 dapat. Since negative imo answer, buhin ka 4 halin sa 12. So, 12 minus 4, that is 8. Amo na imo nga answer. So, depende na lang kung ano nga type of approach sa solving ang kinahanglan ninyo i-consider. Okay, so we have to perform more of the applications or more of the problems regarding your modular arithmetics. So, okay, so gamiton taliwat ang concept of clock in solving for pila ka mga problems. So, number one, if it is 11 o'clock and you have to finish your math homework in 18 hours, what hour will it be at that time? Okay? 11 o'clock subong. Kag kinanglan mo matapos by kinanglan mo mag-consider 18 hours para ma-finish mong or matapos mo yung mga homework. Ano na siya nga oras? Ang ina nga time. So we will have so if it is 11 o'clock and you have to finish your math homework in 18 hours, what hour will be at that time? So since we have okay, simply lang aton nga i-consider since we are given 11 plus so 18 hours. So 11 plus 18 that is equal to dapat ang answer naton diri is so 11 plus 18 that is 29. So 29 dapat. Since we have 29, so ang pinakadako nga value nga divisible by 12 is 24. Okay, 24. So, pila ang sobra sang 29 kag 24? Ang sobra diri nga value is 5. So, we have 5. Hence, the time that the homework could be finished is 5 o'clock. Okay, so 5. So, ang answer mo is 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock na dapat inang time. Next one. So, if it is 12 now, what time is it in 12 hours? Okay, so kung alas 12 subong, what time is it in 12 hours? What is the remainder when you divide 12 by 12? Okay, so using the 12-hour nga clock based on the given naton nga figure dere. So it is now 12. The time after another 12-hour is also 12 o'clock. Okay, so kung alas 12 subong, 12 hours after sang sini nga oras is still 12 man Japon. So and it has an equivalent number diri kung lang tawon naton, it is equivalent to 0. So its equivalent number is 0. If we are going to divide 12 by 12, it is very obvious that aton nga remainder will be equal to 0. Okay, so take note again, kung ang ginapamangkot is ano na siya oras, despite the fact nga amo ning gingamit natin nga figure, 12 hours after 12. So, kung diri ka nagtupa sa 0, hindi ka man pwede ka butang 0 o'clock. So, still imo answer is 12 o'clock man Japon. Okay? So, if ang question naman is the remainder, 12 divided by 12, wala ka na remainder. So, that means 0 na ang imo nga answer for the remainder. Okay? So, think kabay pang medyo maintindihan na. So, next one. If it is 12 now, what time is it in 18 hours? So, if it is 12 now, what time is it in 18 hours? What is the remainder when you divide 18 by 12? Okay, so if it is 12 now, what time is it in 12 hours? 12 subong, then you have 18 hours. In 18 hours. So that is 12 plus 18 hours, that is equal to 30 dapat. Okay, so 30. Ang pinakalapit na rin nga divisible by 12 is 24. So kung i-minus mo ni 30 minus 24, your answer will be equal to 6. Therefore, imo nga consider nga time is 6 o'clock. So wala talaga consider ha kung AM na siya or PM. Basta ang ginapangita lang din nga value is this one. 6 o'clock dapat. Ang kinanglan naton answer dire. So amo lang man na siya ang kinanglan naton nga i-consider. So if ang question, another naton nga question is ang remainder. Okay? Kung mag-divide ka 18 by 12. So, syempre, medyo aware na ito na. Dividing 18 by 12, the remainder would be 6. Hence, the time after 18 hours starting 12 o'clock is 6 o'clock. So, kung itanawon ta ang remainder of dividing 18, okay? So, kung i-divide mo ang 18 by 12, imo diri nga remainder is 6. That's why imo nga answer is 6 o'clock na diretso. So, similar example which involves the modular arithmetic, hindi lang siya through the application of a clock. But damo ka pa pwede applyan sa concept of your modular arithmetic. So, another day is the day of the week. If we assign a number for each day of the week as shown, then 6 days after Friday is Thursday. So, ano na siya nga representation? So, we will have, okay, so sige, start na din. Okay, so if I consider your Monday is equal to 0, your Tuesday is 1, Wednesday is 2, Thursday is 3, your Friday is 4, your Saturday is equal to 5, and your Sunday is 6. So that means, so kung ang pamangkot is, if we assign a number for each day of the week as shown, then 6 days, 6 days after sang Friday, ano na siya? 6 days after sang Friday. So that means, so 6 days after sang Friday. Therefore, ano ang number nga represent sang Friday? That is 4 plus 6 days. That is equal to, so 4 plus 6, that is equal to 10 dapat imong answer. Okay, so 10 dapat ato ni answer. Okay, so but take note, pila di tanan ka value ang kinahanglan naton i-represent. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So kabilugan diri nga value is 7. So that means imo nga remainder diri is 10 minus 7 is equal to 3. Answer naton is 3. So ano ni ang 3? Tan-awon ta di sa aton nga answer pila ni ang 3 or ano di ang values ang 3, that is Thursday. Okay, so try ta isipon. Halin sa Friday, 6 days is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is Thursday. Okay, so another one is, if ang ginapamangkot sa aton, what day is it? 16 days after Monday. 16 days after Monday. So we have 16 days after Monday. So ano ang Monday nga value? That is 0 plus ka 16. Therefore, imo dapat answer is 16. So 16, so dali lang sa dalong. So we have 0 plus 16. Aton dapat nga answer is 16. But take note, since ang aton nga gina-consider is divisible by 7, ang aton nga pinakalapit diri nga pwede magamit is 14. So, ang aton nga remainder is, so that is 16, so minus 14, your answer is equal to 2. So that is, your answer is equal to 2. Then 2 is equal to Wednesday. So that is, so diri Wednesday. So imo answer is automatically Wednesday. Okay. So ano ang gakakitaan naton diri? Again, so take note, wala lang tadi nag-minus-minus. We are using here remainder theorem. So, pwede nga mo ni gamiton yung concept, pero pwede man ka mo kagamit remainder theorem. That is, so since ang kabilugan dari nga value is 7, pag kukuha mo sang answer nga 10, 10 divided by 7. Okay, so 10 divided by 7, that is equal to 1, remainder 3. So, ang answer mo doon is ari na, ang sa remainder nga 3. So, that is equal to 3, which is Thursday. Dari naman, you have your answer, which is 16, divided by 7. So, that is 2, remainder 2. So, 2 remainder 2, answer mo doon is 2, which is Wednesday. So, amo lang man ang concept of your modular arithmetic. Okay, so amo lang na siya kasimple mag-identify kita sa application of your modular arithmetic. So anyways, we will have more of the discussion on modular arithmetic operations, at the same time the use of the table in order for us to further the discussion on this topic. But this is it for now. Thank you. Stay safe. God bless.